Hello, if you're watching this video, it means that you're done with your content for week 2. And if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. And if you're returning and you watched my week 1 video, welcome back. So today I will be going through the week 2 milestone. And I'm hoping that you are done with your content. So there is an activity somewhere in soft skill 2. So I hope you've made your prioritizing matrix and you've learned something about managing your time. So we will go ahead and start doing our milestone. So as I said in week 1, you should be going through all your content and doing all the activities. So you should start with what is a VA and just go through all the content, defining a good VA mindset and attitude, soft skills part 1, soft skills part 2, resourcing yourself. So all these, you should do this before you start handling the milestone. So for week 2 milestone, it is divided into 2. So you have the skills tracking and peer coaching. So for each milestone, ALX gives us guidelines. So those are step 1, step 2, step 3, and yeah. So this has 4 steps before you submit. Submission is the final step. So the first step for the milestone is to schedule a call with your peer partner. So for this, you'd need to go to your portal. So when I say portal, I mean the home portal, because here, where you see your content, that is Savannah. But for you to book a session with your peer, you need to come to your portal. So this is what you'll see. What you have to do is to come here where it's written community. Click that. So after you load your community, this is what you'll see. So for you to book a session with your peer, you'll need to come to the section where it's written Virtual Assistant, the course that you're taking. And then C5 is your cohort. So I was cohort 5. So that is your cohort. And then right now you can see that I only have VA Library and VA Kenya 7. So I've been taken out of the squad because I have graduated. So after you graduate, you're taken out of the cohort and you're added to a different group. So VA Kenya 7, so you're added to a different group. But when you come here, since you're still enrolled to the course, you'll see the name of your squad. So I want you to click on the name of your squad. After clicking on the name of your squad, let's just assume this is hypothetically my squad. So you click on your squad, then you start a new post. Yes. You start a new post, you create a post, then you write a short message. So you want to start with the title. So something simple and direct, and that will show your peers what you are actually asking for. For this case, is peer coaching request. So you write something like, hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. Is anyone available for the peer coaching session? Thank you. So after you've done that, you come here and select your squad. So I don't have a squad, but you'll select your squad, then you publish. That is all you need to start your process of booking a peer coaching session. So someone will respond, because all of you have to do this task. So someone will respond, and after they respond, you will now decide together on where you're going to meet and what time you're going to meet. You can meet on WhatsApp, you can have a WhatsApp call or a video call, you can meet on Google Meet, you can meet on Zoom. So it's just 1 hour, so you can choose where to meet. So that is within your controls, and the choices are limitless. So that is all you need to start booking your peer session. So you'll just wait for someone to respond. So that is step number 1. So after this, you should have someone that you can do the peer coaching session with. Then before you have your call with your partner, you have to complete your skills tracker. So within your course, within the content, you should have had somewhere where you need to track. There you have it, your VS skills map. Oh, my session is expired. So during the content, you had this, your VS skills map, and this is where you are supposed to make a copy of your skills tracker. So you just copy that link, or you open it. My Google account, the one that I'm using to show you this video, is filled up, so I have to do this step on a different Google account. That's why I've copied and pasted. But if you just click on that link, it should take you to this page. Then you make a copy, and there you have a copy of VA program. So when you're here, you have to track your you have to start tracking your skills. So they have been separated into 3. You have your soft skills, basic technical skills, and tech tools. And then you have your instructions here on how to copy and how to fill it in. So they say enter 5 if you are already exceptional in the area, enter 4 if you possess good solid skills, enter 3 if you know some stuff but not everything and just do okay, enter 2 if you have little experience and know there is still room for substantial growth, enter 1 if you have minimal or no skills in the area. So those are the instructions that you will use to fill up this skills tracker. And just a simple recommendation, try to be truthful, because this will be your guide on how you tackle the content. So the way that you feel, it's, let's say, growth mindset, that is a soft skills. Let's say you have it but it is just average, so that will be 3. You come here and write 3. Let's say you're very good, you're exceptional with your communication skills are exceptional, you write 5. And you'll see that it will be changing color depending on which number you enter. So let's say your organization is very poor, you'll put 1. Okay, let's say your scheduling is not that good. It's not average, but you're not also very poor. You just have some little experience in scheduling tasks. You'll put 2. And let's say your internet research is not exceptional, but it's also not average. It's above average, but not exceptional. So you'll put 4. So you'll do that for each and every single skill on this table. When you're done with that, you'll come down here to this table and then list the skills you want to grow and develop. So these are skills that you want to grow and develop as you tackle the courses. So by now, I'm assuming you filled your skills tracker. So it should look something like this. It should look something like this. So this is a complete filled skills tracker. Then you come to your list the skills that you want to improve. So let's say you want to improve your time management. And how do you plan to improve this skill? So for instance, you so let's say this is how you'll practice your time management. You'll use the prioritization matrix that you just learned to plan your days. So you'll write all the skills that you want to improve. So as you can see, they're saying there are no limits. You can add any number of skills you want to grow. So you can increase this you can write more than 10 skills. As you can see from my table, the skills that I wanted to grow and develop, I increased them to 13 because this is what I felt I want to improve. So you can also do the same, and you also don't have to reach the maximum number on the table, which is 10 at the moment. So you don't have to write 10 skills. But I just advise you that you write all the skills that you want to grow and develop. So remember, this tracker is for your personal use. So it is you who is going to use it. So be truthful to yourself. Okay, so we are done with that part. So we've tracked our skills. Let's go back to milestone 2 and see what the next step is. So we have completed our skills tracker. So we now want to start the call. So this is the call that you schedule with your peer in step 1. So right now you've scheduled a call, you're ready. So to just prepare for the call, I would advise that you go through the script. So the script, this is the script, but you can also open it. You can also open the script here. It's just the same thing. So if you want to save it to your computer, this is the script that you will be using with your peer throughout the call. So if you want to save it in your desktop or your machine, you can just go open the link and then come here and then download this document so that you have it in your local machine. But we'll just be using this because it's the same thing. So I would advise that before you go to this call with your peer, go through the script and then write your answers down. Why do I say you should write your answers down? Because this is a call that is going to train you on your communication. So you should come prepared, as we all know that communication is effective if you are prepared and at least you know what you're going to say. If you're blank, you'll stumble upon your words and you'll be doing a lot of hours and thinking for long periods of time. But if you prepare just the same way that you've been given a script so that you don't hustle yourself to get through this call, the same way, just go through the script, have your answers down, be prepared for it. Nothing major, nothing out of place, just be prepared. And then during the call, you will follow the instructions. So start with part A. And since it's a conversation, no pressure at all. Like, don't put a lot of pressure on yourself. Be calm, don't be nervous. But it's okay if you're nervous, but you can just try to be calm, stay calm, and tackle this because it's very simple if you come prepared. But if you come unprepared, this task will be very daunting for you. That is all I'm going to. I will do a simulation and I'll try to make it so that the conversation is between two people, because this call should have two people in it. So I'll be going back and forth between the assumed people in my call so that you get a feel of how the call can go, because both of you will have different answers, and I'll just try to give you a feel of how the call would look like if you're two of you in that call. So let's start with part A. When you are on the call with your peer, each of you should share your first name and last name. Be sure to write this down because you must include it in your write-up. So I would advise one of you to be reading the questions of part A, or you can take turns. One of you to read number 1, then you both answer. The next person to read number 2, then you both answer, so that it's just interactive and you know which question you are at. So it's easy to go through the questions. So let's start with number 1. Your first name and last name. My first name is Joy and my last name is Omulama. My name is Alfred Katana. So those are answers from two different people. I hope you get the flow of what you're trying to do. So the first speaker would be Joy and the second speaker will be Alfred. What are your 5 strongest skills and what are the skills you most want to improve? My 5 strongest skills are 1, organization, 2, I'm good at various technical skills, but if I was to rank, I would put scheduling, internet research, project management, and customer service at the top. To my soft skills, I'm good at organization and growth mindset. Then I'm good in Google Workspace, that is Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. What I want to improve the most is my communication, time management, prioritization, the use of Trello, and managing app. Alfred, my top 5 strongest skills are Canva, Slack, Gmail, creating slides, and adaptability. The 5 skills that I want to improve are managing a client's inbox, Gmail, critical thinking, self-awareness, grit, and resilience. So you get how these two people are not answering the questions the same way. And that is how it is in conversation. You're not going to be giving the same type of answers and you're not going to be expressing yourselves in the same way. So don't try to speak like your peer. Just be yourself on the call and try to answer the questions as truthfully as you can. So number 3, which do you personally find the most challenging? Soft skills, technical skills, or tools, and why? Joy, I find tools to be the most challenging as there are so many available that it's hard to settle on one. Alfred, soft skills are the hardest for me because I find myself more concentrated on improving my technical skills and learning new tools. Number 4, share your thoughts about grit, growth mindset, or both. Do you understand the concept? Do you think you have a growth mindset? Joy, grit being our ability to be resilient even when facing adversity, and growth mindset being the ability to allow oneself to continuously learn, are concepts I find fascinating in enabling us to develop as humans. Alfred, grit and growth mindset are both fundamental in our development. They allow us to have a quality life through quality experiences. I believe I possess a growth mindset, and that is how I can learn new concepts daily. Number 5, share one thing that you have enjoyed the most about the course so far. So, as you noticed in number 4, Joy did not answer the last part of the question, which is, do you think you have a growth mindset? So this being a two-way conversation, as the other peer on that call, it would be great if you remind your peer that they did not answer a section of the question. So it is sort of a two-way traffic. So you're having a conversation. It is not just all about answering questions. So in this instant, Alfred would have told Joy, so for number 4, you did not answer the last part of the question, which is, do you think you have a growth mindset? Would you be able to give an answer to that? Of course, I can give an answer to that I do have a growth mindset, as it's better to learn daily than to fall into the idea of not knowing. So that is how you help each other on this call, because this call is supposed to help you both. So number 5, share one thing that you have enjoyed the most about the course so far. Joy, I enjoy how the course is structured in a simple and straightforward manner. Alfred, I enjoy how the course is introducing us to all the foundational fundamentals like skills mapping before we start tackling the technical stuff. So that is all for part A. So let's move to part B. So part B is a bit different, and this is what you've learned in the content, whereby effective communication. There is a video discussing effective communication, and this part B is where you're going to actually tackle that effective communication the best way you can. So you're not supposed to be perfect in this section, but you should try. So next, while you are on the call with your peer, you get to practice peer coaching. Decide who will be the coachee and coach first. Then follow this script that uses the GROW model. So I hope you have not forgotten the GROW model. So the GROW model is simply a coaching technique where you start with tackling your goal, your reality, your options, and your way forward. So let us start. Tell me about a goal that you have either for this class or for your career in the next year or so. Is your goal SMART? That is specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. So the coachee responds, my goal is to have a client by the end of the 8 weeks of this course and to be able to build my VA career. At the end of 1 year, I should be hitting a mark of having at least 5 consistent clients or retainer clients. These are clients that keep coming back. Disclaimer, that is not part of the answer from the coachee. So the coach summarizes what the coach had. So, okay, what you're saying is that at the end of the 8 weeks, you want to have found a VA client, and within 1 year, you want to have at least 5 retainer clients. Yes, that's my goal. Coach, what is your current reality? Is there a barrier that might block you from achieving your goal? Coachee, I currently lack a good grasp on tools that can help me become an excellent VA. The coach summarizes what she has had. That means you lack a good understanding of VA tools like Canva, and that you believe having this understanding will make you a good VA. Yes, the coachee, yes, if I understand the tools better, I can have the courage to apply for various VA positions. The coach, what are some options that you have to minimize or eliminate that barrier and to make it more likely that you will achieve your goal? Can you list 3 or 4 options? Coachee, my first option is to excel at this ALX course. My second option is to practice on how to use VA tools. My third option is to perform pro bono tasks for family members who have businesses, then apply to VA positions using the tasks that I'd performed to create a portfolio. You have mentioned 3 options. 1, to excel at this ALX VA course. 2, to practice how to use VA tools. 3, to perform pro bono tasks for family members running a business and to use those tasks to build a portfolio, then apply to VA tasks. Is that correct? Yes, that's correct. Coach, so what is your way forward? What will you do? What is your commitment? Moving forward, I'll work on my coursework diligently so that I do not fall behind and can guarantee that I graduate with this cohort. I also commit to completing my coursework and submitting the weekly milestones and quiz by Friday every week, leaving the weekend for practice to build my expertise. I will also be building my portfolio as I finish the tasks that I'll be doing pro bono. So what you're saying is that your way forward is to complete your coursework diligently in order to graduate with this cohort. You will do this by submitting your weekly milestone and quiz by Friday every week is how you plan to achieve this. This is also your commitment alongside dedicating your Saturdays to practicing and to practice and hone your skills and to also build your portfolio. That's right. It means I have to be done with my coursework by latest Friday evening. Do you have any requests for me regarding how I might help you meet your commitments? So the coach can choose to accept, decline, or counter-offer the request. Don't feel pressured about that. Coachy, I'm bad at organizing and prioritizing my tasks. Do you mind being my accountability buddy? So if you're the coach, you consider the ask and then give your response. So that's an easy ask. Let us keep each other in line and achieve these goals. So at this point, you're done with the first coaching session, and now you have to switch roles. If you are the coach, now you'll be the coachee, and if you are the coachee, now you are the coach. So that is all that you have to do. I hope the simulation is going to help you. As you can see, the conversation doesn't have to be smooth. You don't have to be very eloquent. This is just a practice, and it is your first time doing the coaching session. If you're good, that is good, but it's okay to stumble upon your words, and it's also okay to not know what to say, but just try to answer every question. And if you're the coach, try to summarize everything that you had. And if the coach doesn't summarize everything, then the coachee can respond and say what has been missed out from the summary. So that is how you have a conversation, and the goal is to understand each other. So after you're finished with the call, you come to the reflection. This is where you'll do your write-up. So I will advise you copy these questions from A to H. Copy them. Open a new Google Doc, blank document. And then paste the questions here. So you'll go through each question and fill in the answers depending on how the experience has been. So for example, the full name of your peer, of the peer you had the call with. So you had the first name. So in my case, I'd write Alfred Katana. The date and time that the call took place. So let's say 21st October 2024, time 9 p.m. The modality of the call. So let's say we met over Zoom. Did you feel any anxiety before or during the call? Why or why not? So if your answer is, let's say yes, I felt anxious before the call because I did not trust my communication skills. I overcame after meeting Alfred, who has a good sense of humor, and I could stay at ease. So this answer will be dependent on how you felt. How valuable was the session with your peer? Very valuable. I got to practice a new communication technique, especially during the actual peer coaching session. Make sure your grammar is right. Did you make a commitment to your peer? If yes, what commitment did you make? Yes, I made a commitment to complete my tasks by Friday and to practice during the weekend, as well as build my portfolio. Did you find anything surprising and or gain any new insight as a result of the call? Yes, it was exciting to have a conversation where we both were actively listening to each other. How helpful did you find the call? Overall, explain and share your experience honestly. The overall call was eye-opening on how conversations can be performed without overlooking the other person's opinions. So these are just answers that I'm coming up with because I didn't have a peer partner in this session that we're having. But this is what you want to do. This is how you want to complete this section. You don't have to really be elaborate like writing an essay or something. You just have to be truthful and write your answers as concise as you can. You can also edit and maybe bold this so that your document looks nice. Change the font to maybe Times New Roman. Increase the font depending on what your preference is. But if you don't, it's also okay. But I would, in my personal opinion, it would be nice to edit the document. As you can see, the document doesn't look very good when everything is the same color, same font size. So you can just edit this to your liking. And there are also instructions on how to name your documents. So normally we name our documents okay. So normally we name our documents, your name, then the task. So in my case, it will be Joy Omulama. Skills coaching. But this instruction should be somewhere in our okay. So once you have created your document, you want to copy the link. So you'll go here and click share. After clicking share, you'll wait for your document to load. Then where it is written restricted, you just come here, click anyone with the link, and then you leave it as it is, viewer. So here, general access, change the access from restricted to anyone with the link. So that is all you want to. So you want to give anyone with the link permission to view. On your other documents, you can give them permission to comment or edit. But for this, viewing is okay. So you just have to make sure that this part says anyone with the link. Then you copy the link, come back to your milestones, then come to your submission tasks. So the submit your peer coaching reflection write-up, so that's the document. You want to come here. So for me, the submissions are closed, but you'll come and paste your Google document here. As you can see, that is my link. Let me just quickly open it, and then you see what I submitted. Yeah, so this was my peer coaching submission. As you can see, I edited, so I bolded my questions. I changed the write-up to this is Times New Roman 12, so I edited a bit. So that's it. You come and paste your link here, then click save. It will come down here. Then you check your submission, start a new test. Congratulations, all tests passed successfully. You want that to appear. Then you're done. Submit your skills map. So you remember the skills map that we were filling, that you also want to submit that. So that is this. You will change them this to just, yeah, maybe just remove the copy of and leave VA program skills, simple skills tracker. So do the same thing. Come here, share, restricted, change that to anyone with the link, copy link, then come back, paste your link there, click save, check submission, and then you're done with milestone 2. As long as this submission says congratulations, you are done with milestone 2, week 2, you're done. You're done, like good. Yeah, that's 100. Good, your score will be 100, trust me. So that's it. Make sure you submit on time. Okay? Yeah. So if you have any question regarding week 2 milestones, or there is a part that you haven't understood, just leave a comment below the video, and I will try to respond to each and every single question to the best of my ability. But as you can see, ALX, the course itself is not that hard. Within the first few weeks, there is a point that you'll have like 2 or 3 activities, but no pressure, no pressure, no pressure. I'll be here to guide you slowly. Okay, until next time, bye bye.